Hey y'all, what's up? And we are back again with another pool video. This time we are going bigger and better than we've ever had before. We are getting a Summer Waves rectangular pool, a 12-foot by 24-foot pool. It is huge, so stay tuned for that. We got a couple 2x4s and we were going to make a pool pad base to sit our pool on, but there was a change of plans. So we started preparing our pool area and we realized real quick that it's really hard to remove all the sod and dig it out. So we ended up having a buddy come out and level the ground for us, and it was so much easier and less stressful that way. So here we are with our nice clean area for our pool. So here I'm just double checking to make sure everything is level before we go ahead and get started. So I'll just check it in several different spots. And then there was one spot that he's digging out over there that had a huge rock. And he dug it out and then we just filled it in with a little bit of sand and dirt. And it was good to go. Now, I was shopping around for pools back in January because believe it or not, that's when they have the best deals. And I mean literally, I got this pool for $498. I did have to pay for freight shipping because it came in 2 giant boxes. But I'll put the screenshot of how much I paid. And yeah, literally, if you're thinking about buying a pool, get it in January because that's when you're gonna get the best deal. So they actually give us a tarp. We bought one, but they actually give you one. We bought this 12 by 24 tarp from Walmart. Or where do we get this? From Home Depot for $27. They actually give you one. So we're probably just gonna double up and use both. Now, with the pool being this cheap and I ordered it back in January, I was just really glad that it actually indeed did show up, number one. And number two, like, I had all of my pieces and it wasn't a returned order. And there was like no holes or rips in the liner. So I was super relieved to find out that everything was just as it was supposed to be. So right here, we were just trying to decide if we wanted to go ahead and use both tarps or just use the one that came with the pool and return the other one. And we decided to just go ahead and use the one that came with the pool. I was going to say for free, but technically it wasn't free. But we returned the other one to Home Depot without a problem. And if you are wondering, this tarp is the exact same size as the other one. It is a 12 by 24, in case you were wondering. So here we just unwrap the legs and set them all out. All right, so I have everything lined up. All the longs, all the shorts. You need to make sure all the longs go together and you don't accidentally mix them up and interchange the short and long. Oops.
So you have to make sure that this piece right here, to go ahead and put this corner piece on right here. Otherwise, if you try to do it the other way, it won't work.
Push pin that this
there won't be a push pin.
So when you're sliding this through, you need to have,
whichever way you do it, you're able to put
the corner piece into
this piece into here.
Yeah. So this, we're going to slide in this direction. We're going to start with the long side first and just work it all the way through. When you're pushing the arms all the way through the long side, you'll end up having 6 long poles that make up one long side, and you'll want to make sure you turn so that the holes line up with the holes in the liner as well. And then when you're working on the short side, you will end up with 3 short poles that make up one short side. So here's that corner arm piece that you'll want to make sure that you connect to the long side that you just pushed in. And they connect super easily.
There we go.
All right, so 3 of the 4 corners are done. Now for the legs of the pool, you will put them through this little like foot thing at the bottom of the liner, and you just push it all the way through and turn it, and then you're good to snap it in. I will show you from a different angle, and then you pretty much just continue all the way around the pool, and then I'll show you up close how to snap it in.
Watch yourself that you don't get pinched. There you go. Just repeat the process over and over.
Slide it through. Line it up. It's right there, yep.
You go to push it. Boom. Push the tabs. Push the tabs. Those tabs will lock it in.
Now, although this pool comes with a pump, we upgraded ours to a sand filter that I got from Amazon for $155. So I'm going to show you how we hook it up to the new pool. So first we just connected our outside hoses and tighten them up, and then you'll connect the other end to the other spot that is right next to it, and you'll just tighten that up as well. You'll just connect it on there and tighten it up. Now, after connecting those two hoses, we stopped to put together the ladder so that we can get inside the pool and put in the other pieces and start filling it up. So this is just a quick overview on how you do it. You literally just put these little pieces on the little grooves right there, and then you pop on the little step and literally snap it into place. It's super simple and super quick as well. Now, these are pretty cheap and wobbly, a lot of people say, but I mean, it works for our young kids. I probably will upgrade it whenever I get around to building a pool deck, but this will do for now. So now that one side is done, you will literally just repeat the process on the other side, and then you'll just attach this little piece to put them together, and that's pretty much it. It's super, super simple. On the previous pool videos, everyone always asked me how much it costs to fill up our pool. We get a water meter from our water company, attach it to the water hose, fill up the pool, and then they're able to see how much water we used, and then they deduct that from our bill. So it cost $145 is what it says was added to our bill, and then they went ahead and deducted that from our bill. If that makes sense, that's how it went. Oh my gosh, this thing is huge. Now for the most tedious part, smoothing out the wrinkles and the liner, just pushing it back. That's why I popped off my nail so I can actually get in here and not like scratch up my liner. I don't know if you could or not, but I just wanted to be sure, safe. So I'm gonna try to move it back as much as I can first before I start adding any water, and then I'll add water and continue to do that. So yeah. For some reason, this thing they give you literally does not fit in the hole. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why they just didn't give you the one that actually fits. So you have to cut the liner, unfortunately. And I was super nervous. And yeah, I was just nervous. But he cut it just right.
Did they say cut it like that, Darren?
Yes.
So I found this pool filter sand from Menards, and it was only like $7. Everywhere else was literally 20 something to $30. So I feel like that was such a good deal.
Hose. Next there.
You have to leave this on while you're putting the sand in.
So now you're taking it off or tightening it?
Taking it off because you have to take this off now.
Those, and then now. So those don't go on at all with this on here?
This does.
Oh, so you put that on and then you attach that back thing.
This is to block the sand from getting into that tube.
So then you'll just put that back on, tighten it up.
So the backwash is the one right there. You'll be able to plug it from there.
So as the pool was filling up, I did go around and make sure to pull out the pool legs. We did not choose to do pavers. I kept hearing about pools this size are snapping pavers in half, so I just opted to not do any. But I mean, if the pool does sink, which I don't think it is, but if it does, I will just tear it down, redo it, and use 2x4s next year and dig them level to the ground. Here is 24 hours later, and the pool is still, it's taking its time. This 11,000 gallons. At this point right here, after it was already a day and it barely filled up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got a freaking pool with a hole in it. The pool is bowing inwards. Will it fix? Stay tuned. Look at that. So I wanted to just briefly tell you everything I got for my pool maintenance this year. This will be in a separate video, but I just wanted to show you to start up my pool what I did. I used a chlorine puck in the little chlorine feeder thing, and then I put in a half gallon of liquid chlorine. I added the Pool RX. Let that float around. So this is 2 days later. Our pool took literally 2 days to fill up. And I think partially because our hose was crinkled up when we were filling it up. As soon as we undid it, the water came out so much faster and it started filling up a lot quicker. But yeah, so 2 days later, looks good. I am really loving our pool so far. I think it's the best $500 ever spent on a pool, and I think it's super huge. It fits our family of 5 so perfectly. I can be at one end, the kids can be at the other. Like, there's so much space, so much room. It was really a great investment. So I'm excited for this summer swimming in the backyard. But that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you over in the next video. Bye, y'all.